guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make a nice and sturdy, perfectly fitting wig. So you'll need a wig head stand, a wig head, any type you want to use, and you'll need a weaving cap with elastic straps, and you'll need needle and thread, preferably a curved needle. So once you're all set up, your first step is to pin your wig cap onto your wig head so it will be nice and sturdy. If you notice those red lines on my weaving cap, before I placed the weaving cap onto my wig head, I placed it on my head and I marked out where my closure needs to lay in order for it to be a perfect fit. So you want to make sure you do that before you begin sewing. I like to pin down my closure and my tracks before I begin sewing because it just makes the process easier and simpler, and it eliminates slipping. So threading the needle is pretty simple once you get the thread through the tiny little loop of the needle. Once you get it through, you want to match the ends, and then you want to double knot the ends. Just begin to sew. So you just do a basic stitch on the closure. I make the stitches a bit closer than I make the stitches for my tracks, just because I want the closure to be super duper sturdy and it doesn't need to be very flexible at all. Once you're ready to finish your stitch, you want to place the needle halfway, and then you want to take the thread that's farthest away from the loop and you want to wrap it around the needle 3 times and then pull the needle through tight and then snip off the excess thread. Alrighty, so we're done with the closure and we're ready to move on to the tracks. It's pretty much the same process all the way around. The only difference is I place the stitches of the tracks further apart so I can have a bit more flexibility when I'm styling my hair and a little more breathing room, if that makes sense. I don't want to make the cap too tight because a tight cap will not fit very well, and you'll be very disappointed after you've done all this hard work and your wig does not fit how you want it to fit. So you want to make sure that you put at least a half an inch or an inch in between each stitch. And don't forget about the finishing method I showed you earlier. So we've come a long way, and I just want to show you guys thoroughly how I sew the tracks down. So first I place the tracks down, and if you notice I use a wrapping method. You can use the same sewing method and the same process that I'm using if you decide to cut your wefts. So I'm just sewing and I'm making sure, especially at this part, that my stitches are not too close together. And I'm just sewing and sewing and more sewing, a few more sewing, and then I'm going to finish the stitch like I showed you earlier and pop up, we're done. So once you're done, you want to take your wig off of your wig head. We're finally done. And then you want to cut the wig cap that is underneath your closure, just so you'll get a nice perfect fit. It'll relieve some of the tension and your closure will look nice and natural once you begin to place it on your head and style it. Now on to the wig clips. So I'm going to place 2 large wig clips on the front and 2 large wig clips on the back so it can be nice and sturdy. Now you see these little holes? These are the holes that we're going to use to stitch the clips to our wig. Now when you sew your clips onto your wig, you want to use the same exact method as you use with your closure and with sewing on your tracks. You want to make sure that when you sew your clips on, your clips are open, so once you put it on your head, it will like release that tension and you'll be able to like open your clips and all that. So yeah, we're done with the wig. Woo, woo. So now I'm going to style the wig. I cut off the front lace and I'm just going to straighten the hair out. The hair that I have in my head is from Ali Moda, and it's their Malaysian straight hair, and it's super long. I have two 24-inch bundles and two 26-inch bundles and a 22-inch closure. If you're interested to see all the specs of this hair, I actually uploaded a video along with this video this week, and the link is down below, and if you're on a computer, you can click somewhere on the screen to find it. Now, if you want to know about the color of this hair, just comment below and I'll give you a tutorial. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on my Instagram, and I'll talk to you guys later. Mwah.
I walk through lights are low.